Vampire String. The Vampire String. Oh my gosh, new media, we on it. I told you, let's see him outwork us. What we doing round the clock? We coming nonstop. Another one, the Vampire String. They can't fade us. I promise you that. I seen we had 4 dislikes. Let him dislike. This is the Vampire String. Ooh, I got my serum today too. Look at this. I got that vampire juice. My serum. They can hate. They can't stop the Vampire String. Look at that. The Vampire String. Boxing dialogue, what's good? I'm feeling good. I'm feeling great on the Vampire String. Cheers. I need my serum. More bad news for another, well, the same Dazn card, but another fight. Make sure you guys come and smash the like button. We just gonna warm the mic up. We're gonna talk for a little bit like we always do. Then we'll get started on the Vampire String. Someone said, I know you saw Eddie Hearn's interview saying Ortiz was offered 5 to 6 times more than his biggest payday to fight AJ. Your assumption is incorrect. I ain't see shit. I told you I'm doing a remodel. I'm getting my life super sharp. I'm doing spring cleaning. I didn't give a fuck about no interview. I ain't watched nothing. So I didn't see that. What did he say? He said he got 5 to 6 times. That's what's up. Let's see if it's Ortiz. Let's see if he fights Ortiz next. Listen, my thing is this. First of all, nobody, Joshua, Luis Ortiz, Wilder, Eddie Hearn, Dazn, nobody is at fault for the actions of one man, Gerald Big Baby Miller. His promoter is not, his co-promoter is not. The bottom line is this. Gerald Miller had an action which created a reaction. This fight's canceled. If they can get, I'm really sick of talking about it. I told you guys, I'll just wait to see who they decide. It's not even that serious to me. If AJ fights Luis Ortiz, it's a good fight. I told you, that's my top pick for him. I've always wanted to see Luis Ortiz get his shot. If he wants to fight on 2 weeks' notice, 4 weeks' notice, 5-week notice, that's his business. If he's comfortable with the amount. The points I've made with Luis Ortiz, I've always pushed for him to get big opportunities. He's a good fighter. He's a top 4 heavyweight. But don't let people, when they need you, play you. I don't care so much what Eddie Hearn says, because Eddie Hearn says a lot of stuff. So I don't care if he says 5 to 6 times, blah, blah, blah. We'll see who they decide. Because guess what? He did other interviews where he says Wilder was getting 5 to 6 times his biggest purse and he should take 12.5 million last year, yada, yada, yada. And then the year later, he's getting offered 20 million out of a possible 100 million to fight Dominic Breazeale and allegedly 2 AJ fights. So I'm not so much worried about hearsay. Let's see what Eddie Hearn's, the promoter, and Dazn and their big piggy bank can come up with. It's that simple. If it's AJ versus Ortiz, then that's a great save. If it's not, let's see who it is. Ego boxing. Stop being so selective and give white boxers some shine. Who haven't I given shine? That I'm cool with all the white boxers anyway. So I don't, Caleb Plant, Joey Spencer, like on a personal level. So I mean, what white? So who? Tommy Morrison's son? Who you talking about? You just trolling. You just talking to be talking. The Vampire Stream. I don't give a fuck where you from. I don't care what your skin look like. I just talk about these double standards in boxing. If you could scrap, you could scrap. That's what it is. Smash the like button. The real is back. The Vampire Stream. Now let's get into it. The title of this video. Shout out to my man Giovanni. Listen, old media is getting crushed. They getting collapsed. Their whole empire is getting destroyed. They not outworking us. They not stronger than the army. They can't do what we do. All we got to do is talk about it, stay consistent. There is no stopping Ego's army. Now, another mishap with Dazn, with Canelo Jacobs card. I'm just calling it the Dazn curse because I haven't thought of anything else. Dazn curse strikes again. Another failed fight on a major card. I know Dazn is, they can't control injuries and failed drug tests, but it seems to continually keep happening on their biggest cards. So a second fight from the scheduled Canelo Jacobs card is now off the table. They've already had to reallocate and move people around because David Lemieux got injured a couple weeks before the fight. So his interim move up in weight to 168 and an interim title shot versus John Ryder has been canceled. They have replaced it with Virgil Ortiz, a guy who was scheduled on Canelo's last card, Canelo Fielding in New York, but for some reason he couldn't get clearance to fight, so they removed him off the card. Also on that Canelo Fielding card was David Lemieux, who killed himself trying to make weight, and then he put himself in the hospital, so he was removed off the card. So Virgil Ortiz will be on this card. Hopefully he doesn't have any problems in Vegas, in Nevada. But now, after David Lemieux, John Ryder on the Canelo versus Jacobs undercard, that fight is scrapped. They moved up Virgil Ortiz versus Mauricio Herrera. Not too excited about that fight because Herrera, I think, has seen better days. And I watched on the Canelo Fielding card, Mauricio Herrera versus Saddam Ali, and it was a horrible fight, right? It just wasn't interesting to me. This channel is shit. That's what's up. Get the fuck off then. Anyway, Mauricio Herrera versus Saddam Ali wasn't too thrilling to me. I don't know if you guys watched that fight. It was on the Canelo Fielding card, but it wasn't too exciting. So, Virgil Ortiz, that's where he's at. He's up and comer. He's one to watch. But in terms of Mauricio Herrera, I think Mauricio Herrera has seen, it's been a while since he fought Ruslan Provodnikov and Kareem Mayfield and Danny Garcias and Jose Benavidez of the world, those types of performances. So I don't look to get that, those types of performances, and Frankie Gomez, But anyway, so David Lemieux's off the card. They replaced it with Virgil Ortiz versus Mauricio Herrera. Now Pablo Cesar Cano is injured, a few weeks before the fight, and he's off the card. Now, Pablo Cesar Cano, he kind of faded into obscurity after the Eric Morales fights, and he fought Paulie Malignaggi and Shane Mosley. But later on, he kind of after those fights, he kind of tapered off. But the reason I was looking forward to seeing him on this card is because Jorge Linares, after fighting and losing to Lomachenko, announced he was moving from lightweight 135 to 140. He moved up, and Pablo Cesar Cano of Mexico stopped Jorge Linares in one round. And Jorge Linares had a win at 140. So, he got a stoppage at 140. So to see Pablo Cesar Cano stop Jorge Linares in one round, I was kind of curious about his next fight. But now he's off the card too. So it's just like, this is crazy. With DAZN, this keeps happening. Like, their cards need some glue, Elmer's glue or something, because it's not sticking together. It needs some Velcro. Like, these cards keep falling apart for some reason. And I have no idea. Like I said, the DAZN curse. I need my serum. Look, I got stalkers. Y'all see them. So I have no idea what's up, why these DAZN cards, Anthony Joshua, Gerald Miller failed PED test. Billy Joe Saunders, when they came out versus Demetrius Andrade, failed PED test. Like I said, David Lemieux's last 2 fights were supposed to be on Canelo cards. He was removed from both of those cards. Virgil Ortiz was taken off a card. You know what I'm saying? David Lemieux's off this card. Pablo Cesar Cano's off this card. It's like, damn. And it's like, it's never the smaller card. Like when they're doing these little David Price cards, or, Tevin Farmer had kind of a feel-good fight with Jono in Philly the week of Errol Spence versus Mikey Garcia. It's never the smaller cards like that. You know what I'm saying? Block Sauerland. He's trying to allegedly be the guy from the World Boxing Super Series. Block him. This dude just keep coming back. Block him so we can continue. Bow. Ooh. Passive student. Caught him one. See, listen, I told you it's tribalism and racism and gangbanging for them. I'm stating an actual fact about DAZN's cards. I'm giving you the example. I'm letting you know the news, and they said I'm hating. So I tripped Pablo Cesar Cano and made him pull out of the card. That's it. It's me hating. See, this goes to show you the deep-rooted, deep-seated, moronic thought process that some of the old media has. Somehow I become a hater for stating what's going on in boxing, because I'm telling the world that Canelo Jacobs' card has 2 fights that got canceled, where fighters got injured a week or so before the fight, 2 weeks before the fight. That somehow becomes my problem. Because you know what? When it comes to old media, when there's stuff that doesn't fit their narrative, they won't talk about it. Me, I talk about everything. Some people think, oh, you hate this person, you hate this, or you hate DAZN. When Devin Haney just signed, I talked about it. See, I talk about everything because that's the power I have in this game. Old media don't do that. When, Barry Hearn says this interview, or, Frank Warren pulls receipts on Eddie Hearn, or, just these different things, old media is never there to be heard from. When Triple G's fighting Steve Rolls, you don't hear from old media. I talk about everything, good or bad. Champ shit. Yeah, this pad shit is going many. They gotta fix this. So yeah, Pablo Cesar Cano's off the Canelo card too. And see, they got to do this because, they got to fix this, because between main events are getting messed up, undercards are getting messed up, And I guess this is the thing, like, versus, I said this before, versus like PBC. PBC has so much content that it's inevitable promoters are going to face this at some point. People fail drug tests, people get injured. It's boxing, it happens. But I guess the biggest thing why it stands out more with DAZN is because, 1, they're new. 2, it's their biggest cards that are being always compromised. And 3, it's the cards we're looking forward to the most. Like they're having like smaller cards that aren't really, on their own independent date. And then you have a card like Canelo Jacobs, who nobody is going against Canelo. You don't have any other major promoters staging no other big fights on that date. So Canelo has the date to himself, the Mexican dates, quote unquote, and then it's happening. You know what I'm saying? So that's why it sticks out. Ooh, my shooters is coming good. Hey, help me police this comment section, because We got the weirdos. They be lurking. They be hitting dislike and shit. Damn. Shout out to World Breaker. He gave me a movie review. So that's the latest, man. I just feel like Dazn, they gotta figure out, or like, you know, have backup plans or something. You know, have people on deck and stuff. I'm real curious to see what they're gonna decide for AJ though. I am curious because the car is getting closer and closer. What's up, Ego? What's popping in the world of? We just doing the vampire stream. We just talking about it. David Lemieux and Pablo Cesar Cano are off the Canelo Jacobs card. They were scheduled. They're off it. So that's one thing. I need my serum. Look. The vampire stream. Golden Gloves love this shit. He be laughing. New media keep the trolls in their feeling. Listen. The hostile takeover is here. They already know what it is. That's why I said, put it this way. You don't see old media moving around and, you know, getting super chats and traveling when they want. They can't. I'm telling you. Basically success. How come none of the people, you see me upgrading shit, getting new mics and shit, traveling, going where I want, when I want. Bro, stop it. And then when it comes, you know, you see the upgrades, you see the, you know, the enhancements that I make. These other dudes, they just be mad, you know, Snuffleupagus and Muppet. And they be mad as shit. Thoughts on AJ versus Andy Ruiz? That's not bad. Andy Ruiz could scrap. And he's American, Mexican-American. He has amateur pedigree. He has power. He's fat. He's deceptively quick. That'll be a good save if they could get that done. You know, the only thing is this, like, just truth be told, I don't think it's a big fight. You know what I'm saying? Like, me personally, I like it because I like the stylistic matchup because I know Andy Ruiz. But there's a lot of people out there, I don't know what his deal was, but I don't think he liked the way he was being moved with Top Rank. So now he moved over to Al Heyman. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, he's with Al Heyman now. And he wasn't really getting that many looks with Top Rank. You feel what I'm saying? So I like the stylistic matchup. I like it as a fight. I don't think it's like a huge fight. You know, he too short. He talking about Andy Ruiz. He is shorter for a heavyweight. He like, I don't know, 6'1", maybe. He is a shorter heavyweight. But he got shit, Takam. I don't think he's much. I don't know. Takam was short too. And that was a kind of tricky fight for Joshua. I mean, Joshua was clearly winning, but it wasn't. I don't think he looked great in the fight. I'm curious who AJ's going to decide. You know, I'm going to see how, because this is the first major card where the main event like that, well, not first, because Billy Joe Saunders and Demetrius Andrade, but this is big because this is supposed to be AJ's coming out party. So I want to see how they, you know, how they mend what Gerald Miller did. You know, how they plan on fixing it and saving it. AJ stopped Takam. He stopped him. Remember, the ref stopped it. I don't think it was I think it was a BS stoppage, but it, you know, it was still stopped. You know what's funny too about this whole shit with Eddie Hearns and AJ? You always had. It's always the. It's. I promise you. It's always the people that don't really make no money. Definitely in boxing, don't make no money, and they always got the most to say about money. Do you notice that? It's like people who don't make no money in boxing always got the most to say about other people's money in boxing. Like, yeah, sure, I do, ego purses where I talk about how much Crawford and Khan are getting, shit like that. I don't really care about that. I just do that to inform the public when the information is available. It's a video, some views, something that people care about and like to hear. But I'm talking about like Luis Ortiz. Oh, this is 5 to 6 times his biggest purse and shit. Why you care about that man's biggest purse? Like, who are you? Who is you, cuz? Like, who are you? Like these dudes be like all in people's bank accounts, and this is 5 to 6 times his biggest purse. Like they really know some shit. AJ's last few stoppages been sus. Now the Povetkin one was right. Povetkin was getting fucked up. Povetkin was a fair stoppage. But Povetkin gave him some issue in the first couple rounds. In old media, another reason why they're panicking is because they know the shit that they say, they can't cash them checks. Like they say all this shit, AJ's a bigger star in America even than Wilder. And then when his event, you shouldn't fret if his event gets fucked up. Because Wilder's event got fucked up with Luis Ortiz. That was supposed to be a big fight in November. And then he made it do what it do with Stavern. People still came out. So, we'll see how Dazn plans on saving this. Eddie Hearn said he's going to expose Luis Ortiz's team next week in a triumphant fashion. So I look forward to that. I want to see how he's planning on exposing them. Yeah, shout out to Bilal Akawi. I seen he's replacing John Ryder fight. That's cool. Hey, old media is so desperate and the shooters is clapping them so fast. I love it. We really have the dopest system. I don't know much about John Ryder, to be honest. I don't really know much about him. I know Bilal Akawi. I talked about him on the channel before. Shout out to Australia. Oh my God. I'm loving it. Old media just keeps showing their desperation. They keep coming back and my shooters is like, bah! Oh my gosh. Hey, Passive said you can't even spell losing. I know, I seen that. He said loosing. These dudes is bums, bro. I'm trying to tell you. They just keep trying to interrupt the chat. They see we having the most fun. Hey, real talk, YouTube got to make it harder to build a second account. They need to make it more inconvenient to this, because these motherfuckers just be coming back like flies. I mean, I wouldn't. There's no way you would ever catch me doing that. That you have to have a pretty sad life to get blocked and then go through the time to keep making accounts. That's crazy. But hey, if you got time for it, we got time, cuz. Our shooters, today I got time. They should have put the Charlo dude as Triple G's tune-up fight. Well, they couldn't control that because he chose Charlo. He got offers to fight Triple G and Charlo, and he chose the PBC offer. That was a slick move by Al Heyman to do that, though. To offer the same dude and then basically steal him from Triple G. Because you see, yeah, you're right. If Triple G fought Brandon Adams, it would have been better than Steve Rolls. Because they could at least justify the contender. And I think Mikey's tripping a little bit. Boxing Dialogue said Mikey Garcia wants a 47 belt. You think he can beat any other champion? I mean, who? Errol Spence beat him every round. Errol Spence is about to fight Sean Porter. So if Errol Spence wins again, what are you going to rematch Errol Spence? And you know what I'm saying? But if Sean Porter is able to beat Errol Spence, then that's a testament to who he is. So who's he going to get a belt from? You feel what I'm saying? Listen, the belts are being reduced. Crawford's all the way with Top Rank, and Top Rank ain't really fucking with Mikey, it don't look like. Spence is about to fight Porter. So that's going to be one person. The winner of that fight is going to have 2 belts, finally. And then Thurman's supposed to fight Pacquiao, so that they're going to consolidate that belts. So if Thurman beats Pacquiao, then he's definitely going to be the favorite to beat Mikey. If Pacquiao shows he can beat Thurman, then he'll definitely be the favorite to beat Mikey, because that'll be Broner, that'll be Matisse, Broner, and then Thurman. So Mikey won't be the favorite at 47. So I think Mikey should go back down to 40. He's tripping. At least right now, the spot's too hot. All the champions are actually good champions at 147. Name one buster for a champion, like just someone who's just weak. There's nobody weak. Name a 47-pounder, even the interim Pacquiao or the regular. There's no weak champion. You know how some divisions be having like Rocky Fieldings and people we know that aren't it. 147 got real life champions who are all good. I need my syrup. Smash the like button. Oh, yeah. Porter versus Spence is more meaningful to me than Crawford. Listen, people are in their feelings. That's what it is. I love Terrence Crawford. I think he's a terrific fighter. But he just got to welterweight. You know what I'm saying? So there's no way he has the depth of resume that Sean Porter has. It's the end of story. So, put it this way. Name any other situation in boxing where the guy, no matter how good he was, the guy who just, unless it's like maybe Floyd, but name a current situation in boxing where the guy who just moved up has 2.5 fights there against, Jeff Horns of the world, Jose Benavidez, and then Amir Khan. And you think that unification would be more meaningful than someone with Sean Porter's resume, who's been at welterweight fighting like the bigger names. Name the other fighter where that would be the case. Where the guy you're complaining, see this, we fucked old media over so bad because they know what we're saying is true. So we've already blocked all the exits, and for them to even argue this stuff and try to go the Bob Arum route it just makes them look crazy. When have we ever complained about a unification happen? If there's 2 unifications that can happen and one person has a better resume and a better resume in that division particularly, why would anyone complain over that fight happening first? How can you justify the guy who has 2.5, 3 fights there, against lesser names, that unification happening sooner? Now, again, I respect Crawford. I think he's a terrific fighter. But in what other world would that happen where the guy who's done more in the division, who also has a regular, meaningful belt, not like a version of the belt, he has the full WBC belt, and he had to go through a solid person, a very solid former champion in multiple divisions like Danny Garcia, close fight, good fight. I covered the fight. And he didn't get gifted no belt either time. He fought Devin Alexander and he fought Danny Garcia for the belt. So name another current situation in boxing where the unification with the guy with the bigger resume, you don't want to see in favor of seeing another fight. See, the thing is, I told you, old media wants to be like us. If you listen to my style, the points I make, logical, break it down. They want to basically handcraft similar type of arguments as I'm making, but the scenarios and the situations aren't apples for apples. They're not even apples and other fruits. It's like apples and, car tires. Like, for example, Lomachenko versus Teofimo over actual champion like Richard Comey. Comey has 2 losses, fought for a title and lost, knocked out some random guy for a vacant title, right? Got injured, again, hasn't defended the title. So that's not a Sean Porter type of person in the division. So the reason I personally want to see Lomachenko versus a Teofimo more than a champion is because the champion fought for a title with Robert Easter and he lost and got knocked down and almost got stopped. Then he fought for a vacant title because the belt was available against a guy I never even really heard of, and then he won. Yeah, he took 2 losses back to back. So at that rate, we're talking about a champion who has power and he's tough from Ghana, but he's really unproven. Sean Porter isn't unproven. We've seen Sean Porter has a chin. He showed you that in the Keith Thurman fight, right? He showed you in the Danny Garcia fight, etc. Kell Brook has power. We've seen he's tough. He got dropped from Broner, didn't get stopped. No one else was really dropping him, Thurman and all that. So, no, I'm not still on. I went and did some cleaning in the bathroom. I told you I'm getting organized. Nah, I wasn't still on. Hell no. That would have been a marathon. Shout out to Golden Glove, $10 super chat. Shout out Ego and the Black Channel. He said hard work pays off. I appreciate you. Golden Gloves is cool people. So this is what I'm saying. The difference between me, I know what I'm talking about, and I cite and I tell you why I'm like, I look at each case on a case-by-case basis. Old media, they want to sound like us, but it's like a fake Gucci bag. You know what I'm saying? It's like a fake Michael Kors purse. There's a difference. The stitching, the material, one stains easily. The price, there's differences. It's like Chrysler 300 versus, a Rolls Royce. We talking about 2 different things right here. Different quality. They want to think, old media tries to think of these points to try to even the score and shit, but it doesn't work. The only reason, if Richard Comey had a better resume and he was just destroying, then I would say, yeah, hell yeah, Lomachenko should be fighting Richard Comey way before he fights Teofimo. But Teofimo, the way he's been looking in the stylistic matchup, is more intriguing than a guy with 2 losses, a guy who's not really proven. He said old media is Gucci with the 2 U's. Ooh. The Vampire Stream. Versus listen to the points I'm making. Errol Spence versus Sean Porter. Sean Porter is not an unproven welterweight. He's not. He has a better welterweight record than Terrence Crawford, despite Crawford being a terrific fighter and having a skill set. See, me, I'm not playing these little bullshit games. It's not personal with me. It's not tit for tat. I just give you the real, and I give you my honest opinion. You feel what I'm saying? Crawford, I keep saying it. I think he's the best. I have him pound for pound number 1, but right is right, wrong is wrong. Despite him being an awesome fighter, he's still paving his way at welterweight, a new division. I respect the undisputed. I respect his body of work totally. But what I'm saying is there's no denying that Sean Porter has been at welterweight longer and fought the bigger names. It's just what it is. Unless you could tell me the Kell Brook when he was undefeated, the Broner when he only had one loss, the guys like Adrian Granados, and Andre Bertos, the Danny Garcias and Keith Thurmans that Terrence Crawford has fought at 147. And I know you can't because he only has 3 fights there. So that's what I'm saying. Old media is trapped. You can't have a pissy fit about Errol Spence versus Sean Porter when that fight actually his opponent would have a better resume. So that would mean more. You get what I'm saying? Despite everybody wants to see Spence versus Crawford. I get it. But why rush into that instead of letting Crawford keep doing what he's been doing? See, the problem is the world knows that Top Rank Bob Arum, especially Bob Arum, the way he's going about it, he's not really going about it in the right way, and they don't have people to feed him. So they know they just want the fight done. Like, okay, let's just get it done, because they know there's no one to feed him, and they know, unless Bob Arum works with other people for Crawford, his resume is not going to get. It's not, the people he can fight in house. Or like even a Kell Brook with Eddie Hearn, it's not going to show us everything. So they don't care. They just want to see the fight. Hurry up, make the fight. But you can't rush another man because you have less options. You feel what I'm saying? And like I said, love Crawford to death, but you have to look at the whole fact. And the fact is, Crawford last year, I made a video about it. He signed an extension with Top Rank. He signed an extension, so he can't be absolved out of all of this. Because, hold on. Shout out to Octavius. He said, you make a very good argument, Ego. Porter does have a better resume at 147 and has the green belt, which holds a ton of weight. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Green belt, full belt, not like an interim belt. Like, I could get it if it was like maybe a fake, WBC silver or some shit. Like Dillian White don't have the full version of the belt. Wilder does. So Dillian White got the WBC silver. I can understand if Sean Porter was rocking some shit like that because he had that. But then he fought for the full title against Danny Garcia. There's nothing you could say. He fought a credible, once beaten Danny Garcia who just looked great versus Adrian Granados. Beat him, in a competitive fight. So how can you shit on one unification in favor of a unification with someone who's done less at welterweight? There's no way you can make that make sense. But like I said, you have to look at it. Crawford, when you sign extensions and stuff, I'm not telling you who to go to. If you like Top Rank and that's where you wanted to be, that's cool. That's what you chose. So you would have to know, when you sign extensions and stuff, you have to be thinking of your future. So you have to map this stuff out. Like I'm sure Devin Haney weighed out whoever was giving him options, the money and then he chose Dazn. So that's where it's at. So maybe they talked about fighting Ryan Garcia in the future or something, getting the Luke Campbell shot. So he likes that, so he went over there. Cool. Triple G, he liked Canelo's over there and all these other middleweight. Cool. So you got to think about these things. Yeah, undefeated Kell Brook, once beaten Broner, Granados, who gave everyone a tough fight and had never been stopped because this was before the Danny Garcia fight. Berto's a 2-time champion. Thurman was undefeated. Ugas is mandatory. He was the mandatory for Errol Spence, so he was highly ranked. And Danny Garcia had just only lost to Keith Thurman. The Porter Garcia, I gotta watch it again. I was there. I think I had Garcia winning slightly, but he didn't put his foot on the gas. You know what I'm saying? I gotta watch it again, to be honest. But I think I had Garcia winning slightly. But none of that's here nor there because the bottom line is it was a close fight and the judges didn't have Garcia winning. So, my opinion doesn't change the fact that Sean Porter got the belt. In real talk, if Sean Porter fought Amir Khan, who picks Khan? You know what I'm saying? Block Holy a wit. He a rat. Block the rat. Hole a wit. Yeah, you a nitwit. We gonna block you. I felt Porter outworked Garcia. Garcia gave rounds away. See, that's what I'm saying. It was kind of a hard fight to score. Like, I'm not saying Porter got dusted off, because Porter was definitely busier. I remember that. Me, I look at clean. Danny had clean, or like he had clean work, but he wasn't that busy. You know, so yeah, it could have went either way, to be honest. That's why I said I gotta watch it again. It was real close, and it was a weird clash of styles. You know what's funny? I think Porter and Garcia was closer than Porter Ugas. I thought Ugas won that. You know, Porter versus Garcia was more like kind of depend on what you were looking at. You know what I'm saying? I thought Ugas won. Porter Garcia was just like flip a coin. So, like I said, there's no way old media can make that argument make sense. You're in favor of a fight that's harder to make with cross-promotional Cold War bullshit against Crawford, who has all the talent and skill in the world, but at welterweight, he hasn't fought the better welterweight names. So there's no way you could shit on one. You know what I'm saying? There's no way you could shit on like, oh, this is bullshit. You know, the Porter fight, fuck that, and then try to badmouth it in favor of a guy who just got up there, who doesn't have, like, if they both didn't have resumes, then that'd be one thing. But Sean Porter actually has a resume there. Block IMO. He a rat. Block Matias Rodriguez. He a rat. I told you the weirdos is out. I'm just going to drink my serum. When I watch a close competitive fight, I always side with the better boxer with the cleaner and more accurate punches. That's kind of why I thought Danny Garcia won. Darnell, you see, don't even egg it on, bro. You see how I just had my shooters clapping. It's not even worth it. Block Matias Rodriguez. LOL my ass. You about to get clapped too. You a rat, dog. Yeah. See, the thing is, I've studied old media for years, so I know how they operate. What they try to do is they try to paint the narrative early. They try to paint the narrative early. You get what I'm saying? They try to paint narratives and like start the process early. I had Canelo beating Triple G. Triple G didn't look that great to me in the I gave Triple G the first one, but it was closer than people said. It wasn't no Adelaide Bird or whatever the fuck she said. But I gave that to Triple G in my mind. I got to go back and watch that. But I gave it to Triple G live from the T-Mobile Arena. And then I thought Canelo handily beat him in the second one. Because I thought Triple G was off to a really slow start. But he showed some heart in the end. Hurt Canelo. But it was like too little too late. Triple G looked horrible in the second fight. Canelo outboxed. That's what I'm saying. He would see. He this is why he fired Abel probably. No, I'm just playing. Triple G, he started buying. To me, he started buying into all this extra shit Abel was saying and all this Mexican style and stuff. You see, he disrespected Canelo. He disrespected Canelo. You know what I'm saying? He started buying into this Mexican style hype and stuff. You are not. I don't care what Abel was saying. You are not Mexican style. What you're calling Mexican style and what you fight as, you're not that. So Abel, you know, he came out with this gimmick shit. It's a gimmick. He said every time he described, I don't believe in Mexican style. I don't believe there's Negro style and black style, and I don't believe in that. I don't think there's Mexican, because James Kirkland don't fight like Floyd. There ain't no black style or whoever style. You know what I'm saying? There ain't no Mexican style. Canelo don't fight like Salido. So that shit is stupid to begin with. But even using their logic and their coined phrase, what they said it was, he still don't even fight that. I didn't watch Jaime Munguia's last fight. There was too much stuff on. There was like UFC and all this. So I didn't see that one. But Triple G don't even fight the description that they gave for Mexican style. He was like, oh yeah, like Julio Cesar Chavez. You don't fight like Julio Cesar Chavez. Julio Cesar Chavez got a nasty body attack. What are we talking about? Golovkin in the first Canelo fight landed like 8 body shots in 12 rounds. And the second one, you had a whole nother fight to do better, and you didn't even barely land many more. So what name one great Mexican fighter that got a weak ass inside game. Name one great Mexican fighter that got no body attack. If we're stereotyping, I can't think of no Mexican fighter that had no inside work and a shitty boxing inside game and no body attack. That's some of the greatest Mexicans, like if we're stereotyping, are known for having a vicious and hellacious body attack, if anything. Golovkin, the only time he looked like he had a body attack is against Macklin and Marco Antonio Rubio, people like that. He didn't have no body attack with Jacobs, Canelo. That's why the whole Triple G style shit was a gimmick. Like, put it this way. Name one fight where Floyd had no defense. Where his defense looked like Brandon Rios. Name one ever. Floyd got 50 fights. Name one fight out of 50 where his defense looked like Ruslan Provodnikov or Brandon Rios. Name one fight performance in 50 fights. That's 50 pieces of data points to choose from. Name one fight where Floyd's defense looked like Brandon Rios' defense. Like Jaime Munguia's defense. No answer? Exactly. It's because his defense never looks like that. So the thing is, no matter if you're elite, certain fights are going to be harder. That's a given. You know what I'm saying? Certain fights are going to be harder. But you've never seen people take away anything from Floyd for 12 rounds. Like took him out of the game where his defense was looking horrible for 12 rounds, where he couldn't land a right hand. Triple G this is why Floyd said he basic, no special effects. He does the same thing. He's tough, has a chin, has a good jab, and has experience. So he knows how to, how to move around in the ring. That's it. Triple G it's been proven when he fights elite people, he's not getting off with some of this. He's not doing some of the stuff we've seen against the much lesser guys. He could have his way with Willie Monroe, someone he don't respect, his power and shit. He told you, he said his punches are tick, tick, tick. It's nothing. You know what I'm saying? Why don't you do whatever you did to Vanes Martirosyan, why don't you do that to Canelo? You had 2 chances to do that to Canelo. You had 24 rounds to do that to Canelo, and you couldn't even come close. You didn't even, like, knock Canelo down. You get what I'm saying? But you knocked out 22 people in a row, 21 people in a row. That tells you something. It was those select 21 people. But if you were fighting Andre Wards and shit from the jump, you wouldn't have been doing all that. If you're elite in the course of 12 rounds, you're going to be able to do some of the same shit no matter who you're in there with. Like Terrence Crawford. Bud Crawford does the same shit no matter who he's in there with. Like, I'm not saying he fights everyone the exact same way. I'm not saying that. But he has great reflexes, great timing. No matter who, if the guy's tall like Jose Benavidez, big puncher like Jeff Horn and Wild, fast like Amir Khan, you've seen those things show up. Triple G, you see a considerable fall off when it comes to offensive variety when he's fighting Jacobs and Canelo. That shows you. This is what old media lives for. Hyping up people. And then when they can't prove what's being hyped up about them, then old media just looks stupid. I'm about to get an Escalade coffee. What is that? That sounds dope. Shout out to my dude Ronald Finkley. He will clap you. Triple G done all that because he wasn't going to run into punches by them 22 fighters. Jacobs and Canelo are elite. They ran him in the right hands a couple of times. That's what I'm saying, bro. You have to know boxing to know this. See, this is the difference. You know, we watch boxing, us hardcores, we watch it for the sport, the competition, not just as a bunch of fanboys like, oh yeah, come on, and like wearing t-shirts and shit. Need your advice, man. Man here, age 26 from the UK, last few weeks been chatting to a black Nigerian woman. I really like her as she does me, but my friends are against mixed race dating and are leaving. Man, get the fuck out of here, bro. This ain't Love Line. I don't know what the fuck you talking about. I don't know shit about what you talking about. Tell her to send nudes. Tell her to send me nudes. I don't know what you talking about, bro. That ain't had shit to do with nothing we was talking about. Do I look like Nigerian? I am not Anthony Joshua. I don't know what the fuck you talking about, bro. Y'all just interrupt with dumb shit, bro. This ain't Dateline. Fuck up out of here. Fucking singled out and shit. I don't know. Go on Tinder. They got all types of shit for you. He said love and boxing. Yeah, I know he a troll. Ain't nobody give a fuck what he talking about. Talk about, should I date her, man? My friends don't like Negroes. What should I do? I don't fucking know. Fuck you and your friends. I don't know. And her. Fuck all y'all. Sorry, man. Just thought a nice, honest man. Hey, bro, you trolling, dog. I don't care what you talk about. I don't care about her. Fuck both of y'all. That don't have nothing to do with what we doing over here. This man thought this was Love Line or some shit. I am not Will Smith and Hitch. It is not that. Oh, like, never do that again. I am not Hitch, motherfucker. We knew you were. See, now he got mad because he got exposed. Shut up, black twat. I was just asking for advice, Gorilla Boy. Oh, blocked. Yeah, we knew what you was trolling. dummy. Yeah. We just sent them gorillas at you. Gorillas in the mist. They beat the fire, hitting your chest like bow, bow. They can't fuck with me. Yeah, he thought I was a boxing matchmaker, finna matchmake his life and shit. And then when we roasted him, he tried to get mad. Oh yeah, man, you're nothing, man. You're a monkey, Malik. That shit don't hurt nobody. Pull up to one of these fights and tell me that. That'll be one of the last things you'd ever say. I don't worry about that type of shit. Pull up to these fights talking about that. You know what I'm saying? I'll be in the trap, and I'm a vlogger. Yeah, pull up with that monkey talk. We gonna Donkey Kong your ass. Be throwing barrels. You know, monkeys in a barrel. Yeah, we got your monkey. Beat your monkey ass like Caesar. Are you black or Hispanic? I'm everything. I'm everything that there was ever created. I'm the monkey master. I'm Caesar. That's what I am. That's what I am. I'm Caesar from Planet of the Apes. Go! You gonna get your fucking chest stomped on. Hey, passive student is a fool. Yeah, I'm the monkey master. I'm beast master out this motherfucker. I'll be all this shit on the internet. Pull up. That's what they know. Hey, bro. I'll be at the fight. We gonna see some monkey. You know, we gonna see Link. You're gonna see some Donkey Kong. Donkey Kong Jr. Pull up. Remember when Planet of the Apes, they were with Caesar, they was bowing. You gonna bow when you see me. I got your monkey. Fuck is you talking about? And when you gonna see some gorillas in the mist. When the people in the crowd, never mind. Let me just stop. We having too much fun. He said he hit him with that Remy. You're nothing, man. You're nothing. You're a monkey, Malik. And you know what the thing is? This proves the intelligence that Jay-Z have. When these dudes are so idiotic, they get angry, but then they support my point. When I tell you there's race in boxing and, you know, dumb shit and ignorance, they try to cover it up because they're idiots and they're bigots. And they're like, no, you're fucking full of shit. Shut up, ego. That's not going on. It's not about race. Why are you making it about race? And then they come in talking about some monkey shit. Oh my gosh, bro. Block him. He's back. Dale Clark. That sounds like the dude from Lean On Me, the teacher. Blocked. What do you think about Broner so far in his last fights? I don't know. Nah, you can't say that. His face, Broner actually, real talk, I thought Pacquiao won for sure. But Broner didn't do bad in the first. Pacquiao pulled away from him. You know what I'm saying? The first couple rounds, Broner was shooting some sharp shit. I was there. Broner was shooting some sharp shit. But it was just Pacquiao is Pacquiao. And he pulled away from him. But the first couple rounds, Broner didn't look that bad. You know, like, put it this way. Like, okay, like Amir Khan versus Crawford first few rounds versus Broner. I'd rather be Broner. You get what I'm saying? Like Broner, that wasn't the type of performance where people are like, "Ah, man, it's over for you." I don't think he won the fight though. You get what I'm saying? I don't know if that makes sense. Like, I don't think he beat Pacquiao, but I don't think it was like Crawford versus Khan type of performance where people are like, "Oh man, You need to pack it in. He didn't look bad like that, to me. But Pacquiao's Pacquiao. Speaking of, I would actually still watch Amir Khan versus Broner or Mikey Garcia versus Khan. That's a good fight. Khan versus AB is a good fight. And I like Mikey Garcia versus Amir Khan. That's an interesting fight because you got to understand Crawford is bigger than Mikey Garcia and he's faster than Mikey Garcia. Mikey Garcia has power, but I would be interested in a Khan versus Mikey Garcia. I want to see how at 47, Mikey said he's staying at 47. I would watch that. Y'all know Khan beat Victor Ortiz in the amateurs. Maybe they should fight as pros. Hey, y'all out of pocket with these comments, bro. Y'all funny. Y'all leaving these funny ass comments. I'm just reading some of this shit. Yeah, man. Boxing, we in a good spot though. We in a good spot. And I told you, new media, we just having fun. Block Jimmy Julian. We don't care what you talking about, bro. It's the same dude. Keep coming back. We get it. You're obsessed with us. Shooters. Block Jimmy Julian. Cancel that. I'll buy another one. And the funny thing is, too, like with old media, they keep doing this and same dude be coming back time and time. They don't understand. I get paid off of this. Like, you doing this for free. Like, hey, bro, I'd really be making some life. Like, I would really be asking some questions. Like, you could be watching the new Avengers, all this type of shit. You know what I'm saying? And you just keep trolling and building accounts and shit. I get paid for this. After this video stops, you know, it's going to start getting views and pays off of that. You know, we got super chats. So these dudes just be coming back. Like, that has to be a miserable life to just keep coming back for free. You need to do some, like, you know how they have that internet marketing? You fill out surveys and allegedly get paid for it. At least do something like that where you get some money. No, I said Amir Khan should fight Victor Ortiz. Oh, I get it. Somebody else said that. Yeah, I think one thing that's helping Al Heyman, the advisor, he's not afraid to risk on American talent. He's not, he's not afraid to make the center. Like, look at how many Americans are starting like doing their own cards for PBC. Main event. I'm talking about main event, their own cards. Shout out to Jose Cruz, $1 super chat. Easy work. Deontay Wilder, Brazil. Swift Jared Hurd versus his mandatory, Julian J. Rock Williams. You have Danny Garcia and Adrian Granados, right? Who just, the Charlo, Jermell, and Jamal. Like, he's giving actual American fighters their own cards. What a concept. I love these pop-ups. Y'all crazy. What a concept. Then you look at other companies, Dazn and Top Rank. Look at their main events. Top Rank, Lomachenko versus Corolla. They did have Terrence Crawford versus Khan, but that was a pay-per-view. Didn't it be like Gilberto Ramirez, Jesse Hart, whoever else. Tyson Fury versus Tom Schwarz. Etc. Etc. You get what I'm saying? I have no idea who Tom Schwartz is. And see, the other thing that's kind of hurting for boxing is these matchups like that. They're never any surprises. They're getting people so unheralded that there's no surprises. Like, what the fuck I think is gonna happen is exactly what happened. Like Lomachenko versus Corolla. Exactly what the fuck I thought was gonna happen happened. You know, Tyson Fury is like Alexander Voldstik versus Mutombo Gumbo. Exactly what the fuck I thought was gonna happen happened. You know? Really, even Crawford Khan, I knew that was gonna happen, but at least it was bigger names. You get what I'm saying? So you don't want to be in excuse me. You don't want to be in a position where your cards start becoming really predictable. Like, for example, PBC put on Caleb Plant versus Jose Uzcategui. I really had to think about that one. Caleb Plant's my guy, and I picked him, but I had to think about that because I respect the fuck out of Jose Uzcategui's fight game. And it was actually a good fight. Broner Pacquiao, I know a lot about Pacquiao, so I picked Pacquiao. I got that one right. But, you know, it was still interesting because I think Broner has a punch. Danny and Granados, I picked Danny. I got that one right. But Granados' game, and I didn't know if Danny had lost some hunger because he was coming off 2 losses, and he wasn't really looking like 140 Danny in his recent fights. You feel what I'm saying? So that was interesting enough. Jared Hurd versus Julian Williams. I would favor Hurd, but I'm not sleeping on J-Rock. You feel what I'm saying? Rancis Bartholomew versus Robert Easter. I'm going to favor Robert Easter, but it's still interesting enough. You get what I'm saying? Tom Schwartz versus Tyson Fury. I mean, name one person that's picking Schwartz. We don't even know who that is. Steve Rolls versus Golovkin on Dazn. Name one person who's picking Steve Rolls, except for his mama. Yeah, I seen that old video of Caleb Plant fighting a black dude at his old, like, looked like his old high school, and he was like, he was fainting and shit in the fight. That shit was, he was kind of wavy then. Make sure you guys smash the like button. You know, like even Joshua Miller, there was a bit of intrigue for me because of the size of Miller. Not really the experience, because Joshua clearly has more experience, but the size and volume of sheer punches from Miller. But now that fight's fucked up. Canelo Jacobs is interesting to me for sure. Except for his mama and his boss at the bakery. Man, that Triple G has been probably the most overhyped fighter in modern boxing history. I can't think of no one else. Bro. Triple G has been hyped to another dimension. And old media was eating it up. Old media was eating that shit up. Bro, there are people, and see, this is the part. I be trying to help old media sometimes, but I like to see him suffer too. So it's kind of like it's kind of a catch-22 to me. Smash the like button. For example, here's the thing. You see how they're always critical of black fighters and, you know, brown fighters, but then Triple G is fighting someone worse for his level of who he is, his level of stardom, him constantly saying that he beat Canelo and got robbed, Tom Loeffler saying he got robbed, him saying that he's the the boogeyman. He's fighting the absolute worst person that we can think of based on deserving merit. I don't know much about Steve Rolls, so I don't know how good or bad of a fight he is, but I'm talking about in terms of picking an opponent that deserves it versus doesn't. Triple G takes the cake. There is nobody else that is doing quite that except for Tyson Fury too. And old media don't say shit. You see that? They ain't got nothing to say. No critique, no harsh criticism for Tyson Fury, Top Rank, ESPN. No harsh criticism for DAZN, Triple G, John Skipper, Eddie Hearn. Nothing. They ain't got shit to say. Imagine if Deontay Wilder says, "Oh, I'm fighting Roger Klikowicz," and you're like, "Who?" And he's like, "Yeah, Deontay Wilder versus Roger Klikowicz." You would be like, "Man, get the fuck up out of here." And then you would hear Bum Squad and all types of extra shit. And y'all know it. If Deontay Wilder just came out of the woodwork and said, "My next fight, I'm so frustrated. After the Tyson Fury debacle, I decided I got to take my talents to South Beach. So for my next opponent, I will be fighting Roger Klikowicz." Y'all would be like, "What the fuck? Who? Klikowicz?" Y'all would be angry. Triple G announces literally someone that most even hardcore boxing fans weren't familiar with. Never fought a 12-rounder. Old media silent as a church mouse. They ain't saying nothing. Shout out to Riverside, cuz. Shout out to my people. Man, if Deontay Wilder was fighting Roger Klikowicz, these motherfuckers would lose their mind. We're not gonna take it. They'd be clamoring for Wilder boycotts and, Bum Squad t-shirts and all types of shit. Triple G really just, I'm fighting Dave Coulier and shit. Who? From Full House? Dave Coulier? And they ain't got shit to say. All these motherfuckers. But you know damn well if Floyd Mayweather, Wilder, Andre Ward picked a Roger Klikowicz, they would have so much to say. They would be writing articles. They'd be making videos. They would be signing petitions. They'd be calling for boycotts. They'd be getting shirts and merch printed. God damn it, Floyd versus Roger Klikowicz. This is some bullshit. This old media bullshit. They would be angry as fuck over Roger Klikowicz. Not Roger from Doug. Not Roger Clemens. Not Roger Rabbit. Roger Klikowicz. They would be angry as fuck. Triple G, he fights. And then media be scared. Like, why don't you ask Triple G, who is this guy? How did you arrive at this name? I just want to see his facial expression. Because Abel wasn't there to talk because he fired him. So I just want to see Triple G's expression. They'd be like, how did you arrive at Steve Rolls? Like, who picked this? Who picked Steve Rolls at a catchweight? Yeah. Hell no, God. No. I would just want to see how he reacts. Like, you could have picked somebody, like a porn star or something that we know from Pornhub. Somebody. Like, this is crazy. You could have picked Tiana Trump or somebody from Pornhub. Like, Steve Rolls. Roger Klikowicz. Passive Student is petty. That's funny as fuck. He made a song about Klikowicz. Hey, Max, please. That's what I'm saying. Old media they getting washed up. They doing all this, and then they don't say shit when they fighter clearly doesn't fight someone. Why didn't Triple G fight Andre Ward? Why? He should have fought Andre Ward. This could have been over a long time ago had he fought Andre Ward. This whole 23 knockouts in a row and all that would have ended a long time ago. And y'all know it. And I've been telling y'all that. We could have just ended it right then and there. Chasing Bernard Hopkins' resume. All that would have ended. Like, keep in mind, these are the same motherfuckers who were mad at Mayweather-Berto. Mayweather was closing the Showtime contract, beat Pacquiao that same year, the guy that was supposed to beat him, closed his contract with Berto, and they were angry. Oh, Floyd ruined 22 years of history. Why would he pick Berto? Remember, he said he was going to fight Kareem Mayfield or Berto. They lost their mind. Kareem Mayfield, what? Listen, bro. We know who Kareem Mayfield is. Shout out to Kareem. Bay business. We know who Berto is. Shout out to Berto. Shout out to Florida. We don't know who Steve Rose is. We don't know who Tom Schwartz is. These dudes are full of fucking shit. Ego, remember when they had Kovalev pound for pound? You know, I'm not even going to say nothing about Kovalev. Kovalev at least is a G. Kovalev, despite, you know, some of his personality flaws, he will rematch you, though. I actually respect Kovalev, his career path. He fought B-Hop when the world wanted to see it. The Pascals, rematch Pascal. Fought Andre Ward, thought he won, fought him again. Lost to Eliter Alvarez, fought him again. I give Kovalev props. He's a sore loser. You can give him that. But he took the fade. Triple G, I thought lost to Jacobs. He ain't even thinking about Jacobs. Mike B, what up? Ward versus Usyk. Yeah, that would be good. And see, I honestly believe, I'm passionate. I believe this. I feel like Dazn, they made the wrong decision. They're allowing Triple G to fight Steve Rose instead of Demetrius Andrade. Like, how can that be the business decision? Like, how do you want to protect one fighter so bad? Like real talk. Let's really analyze this. Real talk. You would rather Triple G not potentially lose to Demetrius Andrade more so than him fight a meaningful, rightful fight where you can justify paying him 15, 18 million just to preserve him for a potential Canelo trilogy fight? That's crazy. That's crazy to me. Me, if it was my company, you know, I would wish my fighters well and I would send them off to battle. I'm not saying every fight has to be your toughest fight, but I for sure would have made Triple G versus Andrade because I have Triple G and I have Andrade. So Canelo Jacobs winner can fight that, and now I got, you know, Canelo Jacobs, Triple G Andrade, the winner's face. Now I have guaranteed 3 fights that mean something, to the fans, that, you know, they would have good like backstories, I guess you could say. That's crazy. That's crazy that these companies would rather keep Triple G safe and put him in the Steve Rose type of deal than just have him take the fade and earn it. You know what I'm saying? Have him take the fade, and there's a chance that he could lose, but there's a chance he could win. And what's so disrespectful about old media and this type of thinking is this. They rate guys so high and rank them, but they don't want to see them put in the position where they feel they can lose. So it clearly shows to me you don't have you'll lie to the public basically and tell us that this guy is the person that's the best 25 in the last 25. This person is the number one pound for pound. But you don't truly believe that, because if you truly believed it, you would have no problem putting them in there with that person. Like Floyd Mayweather. Floyd Sr. didn't care if Floyd fought Amir Khan, or if he fought Maidana, or if he fought Ricky Hatton. The reason being is because Floyd Sr. knows his son will beat them, and he knows the skill set of his son. So it would actually show a little bit more confidence if you put your fighters in with the fights that the fans are asking for. Andre versus Triple G would be dope. I would pay for that. But they would rather put him in a, fight that he at a catch. Like, bro, you couldn't even fight him at the full weight. You had to fight him at a catch weight. Like, that's sorry, bro. That's sorry. Triple G his team was the one saying they could beat anyone from 54 to 75. Then they changed it to 68. And you can't even fight him at 68. It's not even like you're fighting Caleb Smith or Gilberto Zurdo Ramirez or Andre Ward or, one of the top guys at the time like Badu Jack, Caleb Plant, Jose Uzcati. You can't fight Steve Rolls at the full weight. Like Mayweather versus Canelo, that makes sense. You got a welterweight moving up to 152. Mayweather had to move up more pounds than Canelo had to move down. Canelo was at 154. And he moved down 2 pounds. Mayweather was at 147, and he moved up to 152. So Mayweather had to move up more weight than Canelo had to move down. So you're meeting in the middle, and Mayweather's jumping up more. Triple G, he couldn't even fight a guy like Steve Rolls at 68. That's sad, bro. Canelo fought Fielding at the full 68. We knew what the outcome was going to be. And then, like I said, they'll rate Triple G and say he's number one, the best ever, and all this shit. It's crazy. Shout out to Southpaw Dominance. Great comment. It seems DAZN is more interested having Triple G as a poster child instead of a boxer. That's what I'm saying. I don't understand. As a business, hey, all's fair in love and war, and business is business. Why fuck a poster child? You should be trying to make sure your business grows. Like, okay, put it this way. Ain't no company can just dish out money. That's a fact. Nobody can dish out money, take L's, take losses, and keep it going. No matter how much money you have, anybody smart will pull the plug at some way. So for me, the way I am, I'd rather give it my best foot forward and give it a go. And if it fails, it fails. Than to not have explored certain options. I would rather Triple G lose to Andrade, if that's what it's going to be, by making the rightful match, than to starve him of that match and put him in there super light with the guy nobody's ever heard of, which does nothing for the Canelo trilogy. Like, that literally does nothing to build it. Canelo's fight, if he beats Jacobs, he's a man. If Triple G beats Steve Rolls, that teaches me nothing about Triple G. Nothing. I don't even know who the guy is. He should have fought Urkel. Steve Urkel. It would have been the same. At least I know more. I've seen more episodes of Family Matters. Would you rather watch Triple G versus Rolls or Liam Smith? What does Liam Smith got to do with this? He not even at that weight. So I don't understand why Liam Smith becomes the the name. What does Liam Smith got to do? Is he even at 160? I don't see what Liam Smith. I'm not going to answer no stupid shit like that. I don't even know what Liam Smith has to do with this. I didn't say shit about Liam Smith. I said Andre, not no fucking Liam Smith. They're willing to have him as a poster child because his people need representation in boxing, even when fake. Yeah, that's not good enough, though. Bruh, if my business could potentially suffer by not making the right business moves, man, fuck it. Everybody got it. How you gonna front the money and pay fighters crazy amounts to have tune-up fights that nobody cares about, to the point where your business suffers? You're not going to get the type of traction that you want making some of these matches. This is my whole point. My whole point is that simple. If I'm fronting the money, like, okay, let's say I paid Drake, let's say I was P. Diddy or some shit, and I'm paying Drake $1.5 million to perform for, you know, let's say I had a kid or something, my daughter's birthday party. Shit, he gonna have to, I'm not just giving out free money. You gonna have to have a good performance. I'm giving you 1.5 mil to perform at a kid's party. You get what I'm saying? Like that, you gotta have to have a cool little set, perform your hits, you know, energize the crowd. I'm not just giving you money just cause. You know what I'm saying? So I don't see how DAZN is fronting the money and why they'd be willing to front the money for events that aren't going to be big. If I'm paying you big, then you got to do, it has to be a two-way street. And a lot of these matches that DAZN keep making, I don't know. Like whatever they're paying Devin Haney to come aboard, that's cool. But what matches are you going to produce that justify spending this? That's what we want to know. Like Triple G getting 15 mil for Steve Rolls, that seems excessive. If that was a pay-per-view, there's no way he would have made that type of money. If he was on HBO, there's no way he would have made that type of money. They couldn't even put Steve Rolls on pay-per-view. See, this is the thing with DAZN. They keep making it sound like pay-per-view's dead, and they're replacing pay-per-view with pay-per-view worthy fights for $9.99, but now $19.99. But that's not the case. If Triple G versus Steve Rolls was on pay-per-view, I would say kiss my whole ass, and I wouldn't buy it. You get what I'm saying? That's not an actual pay-per-view. That's not something anyone, majority of us, would ever have paid for pay-per-view. So you can't say pay-per-view is dead and put on something that could have never made pay-per-view. Block Baba Tunde. I'm sick of looking at his comments. I don't know why you must be Liam Smith, because you keep talking about Liam Smith. I have no idea why. What does Liam Smith have to do with anything we're talking about? Emmanuel, what's up? Oh shit, he said they charging for Showbox caliber cards. Damn. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm saying. It's like we're not. David Price versus Cash Ali, that would never be an American pay-per-view. So you keep saying pay-per-view is dead, but you're not putting on fights that would have ever been on pay-per-view. Do you feel what I'm saying? HBO Boxing had Sor Rungvisai versus Juan Francisco El Gallo Estrada. They had that on Superfly on regular HBO. That was a cool fight, but it was never on pay-per-view. So where does this pay-per-view dead shit come in? Like, How is pay-per-view dead? And the only worthy fight that you actually have on the records is Canelo Jacobs. That's literally the only fight they could justify having on pay-per-view. They could have maybe did AJ versus Gerald Miller, but guess what? It got fucked up. So name another DAZN fight outside of Canelo Jacobs, which we're in total agreement that could be on pay-per-view, that HBO would have put on pay-per-view, and it would have made some money. Block James Taylor. Fuck what you talking about. The Vampire Stream. My shooter's putting in work. Can we get some claps for the shooters? Hey, the shooter's putting in that work. Ego, remember that MTK Global card with Steve O in it? Nah, I don't even know what that is. Shooter's putting in that work, though. He said DAZN should show most of these fights on Facebook Live. Hey, bro, get out of here. Here's the other thing, though. Speaking of Facebook Live, they had a Golden Boy card and they showed it on Facebook Live. I thought Golden Boy fights were supposed to be on DAZN. 2, the Canelo LeBron show or whatever, they have it on YouTube. So this I don't understand. I just don't understand. You don't remember we was making fun of the poster? Oh, it wasn't really Steve-O. That must have been it. It must have been like a fake ass Steve-O looking dude. Listen. Canelo Jacobs, I haven't even watched it, but I guess they have a LeBron James produced a series, right? But it's on YouTube. So why would I pay $20 for DAZN when they're putting the weigh-ins and the content on YouTube? I don't get it. I don't understand what it's like, am I missing something? He said they saw the ideas they made Lanadas move up and get knocked out on DAZN. I feel like their content that's exclusive needs to be exclusive to the app. Hey, Ronald Figley is a fool. I was trying to read what he said. He clapped him, bro. Ronald Figley is cold-blooded. I was really trying to read what he said. I know it was the same dude, bro. And Ronald Figley don't got no... Ronald Figley ain't got no fucking chill, bro. I was really trying to read his... Hey, Ronald Figley a fool, bro. Oh, shit. Oh, fuck. He says, shut that soft ass shit up. Passive student is a fool. Oh my gosh. I was really trying to read what he was crying about. And Ronald Figley is like, nah, we ain't not doing that tonight. Ronald Figley don't be playing, bro. Oh my gosh, my cheeks hurt from laughing. Ronald Figley didn't... He didn't waste no time. I feel if DAZN has exclusive content, they should keep it exclusive. You get what I'm saying? How you gonna charge $20? Just real talk. You gonna charge $20, and then part of it's exclusive, like, you know, docu-series and weigh-ins and shit like that. And all of that shit is on your YouTube. Make that make sense. I want to hear the logic in that. So I get showing some of it to encourage people to join, but how you have all of it on YouTube? How's that gonna make people want to buy? Explain. Like, how do the what is the benefit of purchasing the membership if you're showing 80% of your exclusive content on YouTube, Facebook, Dazn, Twitter? Let me know. He said the black channel. The black channel. Why would they? Man fan tears, breakfast of champions. Hey, y'all really wildin' right now. This stream is hella funny off rip. Like, it don't make sense to me. You're charging 20. Like, okay, put it this way. I have an annual subscription to annual Amazon Prime, right? The Amazon video catalog, Amazon photos, Amazon music, Amazon 2-day or 1-day shipping, depending on the price point of my order. That is an exclusive perk to me being an Amazon Prime member, prepaid or not, or whatever, me being Amazon Prime. So if they were giving out 1 or 2-day free shipping to anybody, what would be the incentive for me to actually buy Amazon Prime? If all you have to do is log into Amazon, have a regular account, a non-Prime account, and they're going to give you 1 to 2 day shipping. They're going to give you access to the Amazon video, Amazon music. What separates the regular consumer from the exclusive we're paying into this consumer? I don't get it. I don't get how you can. Oh my gosh. She said hoe ass drinking wine. Buenos dias, Ego. Oscar, what's up? Detrius McKinley. Clap that man. Oh shit. Ronald Finkley catching body. Hey, I'm not fucking with Ronald Finkley, bro. He just typed a comment and caught a body, bro. I don't even know how you did that at the same time. Oh shit. Ronald Finkley don't be playing, bro. Oh fuck. The haters is here. Your mom is a pussycat. That's what's up. Come to the fight and talk about my mom at the fight. Next fight I go to, come to the fight and talk about my mama. Body was moving. Ronald Finkley. Hey, Ronald Finkley is he he's really wilding up here. The red, no, I haven't, but I will. Y'all going crazy. Quick draw McGraw. I went to art school. Ego, the reality is DAZN is struggling for subscribers and trying to gain exposure well beyond their ill-conceived platform. That might be true. But I just don't see, like I said, if Amazon, listen, I would not have an Amazon Prime if everybody can get 2-day shipping without having the Amazon Prime. You can get 1-day or 2-day shipping without Amazon Prime. You have access to the Amazon video catalog without a membership. What the fuck am I paying for a membership for? You know what I'm saying? When 80% of your perks are available to anybody if they go to your Twitter, your Facebook, or your YouTube. That doesn't make sense to me. I don't get it. You get what I'm saying? Like, if you're gonna have something like I have a pro Dropbox account because I use it a lot for boxing and sending stuff. You get what I'm saying? But I have perks that the regular Dropbox basic account doesn't have. A higher capacity, longer period of time I could delete files and then recover them. Like, there's extra perks for having a Dropbox Pro account, a business account. Dazn, they putting up documentaries with Canelo Jacobs, but it's on YouTube. What do I need Dazn app for? You know, just to fight. So it's kind of like a conundrum because they're trying to get exposure, so they're making everything available right now, but it hurts their members because their members are like, yo, what the fuck? Why I got a membership in everything that I got a membership? Like Showtime, they're streaming Deontay Wilder. I just got an email. They're going to be streaming Deontay Wilder's undercard for the Brazil fight. That's the undercard. So I get it. You don't have to have Showtime to watch the undercard, but if you want to watch Wilder, you still have to have Showtime. So that makes sense to me. You know, or even if it's a free Showtime preview weekend, you might be able to get his fight or Broner fight for free. Cool. But ongoing, it's like there's no separation. So it's all about the matchups. You know, like Devin Haney, that's cool. They probably dropped him off a bag. Who's he going to fight? Luke Campbell, how big of a fight is it? It's for a title. How big is it? You know what I'm saying? Is that a main event? Does it sell out? That type of shit. What city you going to put it in? Shout out to Kentucky holding me down. I appreciate you. Make sure you smash the like button. Old media they scrambling. They trying to stay afloat. Oh my gosh. Get this Gepford out of here. Old media is they will not leave us alone. Joshua's opponent should be announced soon. I don't know. Easter versus Rancis. That's a good fight. If I'm not mistaken, Easter's coming off the Mikey Garcia fight, right? I don't remember him coming back. So he's coming off a loss, you know. So it's a good fight. Rancis Bartholomew fought Carell Relic, who's fighting Regis Prograis this week. So it's a solid fight. See, the other thing is Easter has a lot of, like Errol Spence is probably going to be there, Adrian Broner, shit like that. So it should be lit. I'd probably favor Easter though, but it's a good fight. He got to get back on track coming off a Mikey loss. Yeah, Mikey was his last fight last year in the summer, so he'd been off for a while. It's a good fight. AJ fighting Herb Dean from UFC. Hey, y'all tripping. Y'all be wilding. I'm sorry. These comments are so funny. Jose, what's up? Pacquiao Thurman should be happening, yes. It's not announced, though. That's a good fight. A couple years ago, I would have picked Thurman easy, but I don't know. Because Pacquiao looked good in his last... He looked good in his last stream, and Pacquiao He did his thing with Broner and Matisse. Thurman looked a little bit off, but that could have been ring rust. So, maybe Thurman comes back sharper. But I'm definitely going to watch it to find out. Pacquiao-Thurman could be anybody's fight just because the stylistic matchup, I don't know how Thurman's going to be, because I thought Jose Cito, he would have an easier time, and then he almost got stopped. So I don't know where he's at in his career. I don't know how hungry he is, nothing. Pacquiao's no joke to be in there. If Pacquiao beat Thurman, then that's a testament to Floyd Mayweather, because Mayweather shut him out at age 40. Errol versus Sean. Man, we got some big fights coming up. Ego, who's going to fight for Garcia's WBC belt he vacated? Luke Campbell versus somebody. Devin Haney or Lomachenko, I would imagine. I think they're going to try to make a big fight like that. Jose Cito versus Vargas 2 would be nice. That would be cool, but see, Vargas is fighting tonight. A lot of people don't know that. He's fighting on Dazn against Humberto Soto. The Vampire Stream. The Vampire Stream. I should do all my streams like this. The Vampire Stream. I really don't know who Terrence Crawford is even going to fight next. Who can he fight? Kell Brook? You think Dogbo will beat Navarrete in the rematch? I don't know. Navarrete looked cool in the first fight, to be honest. He was scrapping. So he might win again. Dogbo got to make some serious adjustments that he couldn't make. Anyway. The Vampire Stream. I can't wait. There's some interesting times. I want to see who AJ's finna fight. See what Eddie Hearn has cooked up. Shout out to Harlem. He said it's the breakfast stream for me. We gonna find out. Dogbo got to improve his defense. Hell yeah. He was fighting off heart and instinct. He said, dude, I woke up. A block Irish wristwatch. Bro, we don't solicit over here. I don't know who the fuck you talking about, what you talking about. Black. Oh my gosh. It's funny, motherfuckers be like, oh, Ego faking, Ego buy subs and shit. But motherfuckers sure come to my page to solicit. The Vampire Stream. Anyway, that's my time. Let me know what you guys think. Shout out to Harlem. Can't wait to hear who AJ fights next. I don't know. Who do y'all think AJ's gonna fight? Triple G is full of shit. Who the fuck is Steve Rose? Your guess is as good as mine. Who do y'all think AJ is going to fight? Out of all the rumored names, who do y'all think is going to be? Andy Ruiz? Burt Cooper? Roger Clickwood? Hey, y'all think y'all funny. Y'all think it's going to be Ruiz? That's solid. He's not fighting Dillian White. He's fighting Oscar Rivas. Which fight got canceled? David Lemieux, John Ryder. And Pablo Cesar Cano was on the Canelo Jacobs card. That got canceled as well. So 2 fights that were on the undercard got canceled. He said Charles Martin. Hey, y'all tripping. It better not be no Chisora. What the fuck? I don't even care who AJ fights at this point. Roger Mayweather. Hey, y'all wildin'. I'm out of here. I'm getting out of here. Y'all tripping. Y'all really bugging. Smash the like button. The Stream King. He said AJ fighting James Toney. Y'all really trolling me right now. I'll be back with some more heat. We got some fights on tonight. Holla at the boy. The Vampire Stream. The Vampire Stream. Thank you guys for tuning in. New media is destroying y'all motherfuckers. Shout out to Troy. Hey, bro, we just blocked you. How you subscribe? How does Troy Gipford subscribe and we just blocked him? These dudes is stalkers, bro. I told you. They can't stay away. He subscribed to my channel, but he got blocked. He built another account just to come back. We got the livest live chat. I told you. Cheers. Appreciate you guys. This dude got blocked and still came and subscribed some kind of way. What the fuck? These dudes won't leave me alone. I'm out of here.